All right, Jen. This is my exciting Cooking with Bob version L Dr. Dread. This is the exciting berry drink. And as you can clearly see, I can't even open the damn container. We're off to a great start here. So I have with me the oral screw, and if all else fails, that's how we're going to do this here, because I can't, clearly I cannot open it the other way. So, bear this in mind next time you handle this, that the extent to which I'm willing to go to drink this dreadful drink. If anybody ever asks you, Jen, does Bob really love you? When they ask you that question, can you do me a favor? Can you just simply show them this video and say, look at this crap that he's drinking? Just give me a second here. I'm going to just shake it. I don't know that shaking it is necessary or not because I didn't read the instructions. All right, well, there's no air conditioning in here right now because I'm heating up the shower. So here we go. It's not horrible. Not exactly Coca-Cola either. It's a lot better than it was than it was 10 years ago. It's kind of liquidy. It's not thick or anything like that. When I did Barium 10 years ago, it was really quite thick. Haven't thrown up yet, so that's always a good sign. Well, you wanted to be with me to see me drink this, so so anyway, while we're sitting here and I'm drinking this, I wanted to tell you a couple things. Man, is it hot in here? Yeah. So at 3:30 in the morning, I woke up because I got an email came to me, and the email came from the oncology portal, and they were sending me targeted information for people who have, I guess, whatever they think I have. So of course, I decide to disregard your instruction. I decide to look at it at 3:30 in the morning, mind you. Sorry. So there was like 8 topics. Very generic kind of stuff about gaining weight and eating well. But I didn't want to look at that eating well stuff because because we discussed that we're going to do this ourselves. I'm not really so intrigued in what they had to say. I chose the topic that actually concerns me because occasionally I have this problem, dysphagia, difficulty in swallowing. Not just pills, but sometimes with liquids and food and things. But it's only like 4 times a year, really. And I read 4 of maybe 50 sentences. And then I tossed my phone to the side and decided it was time to make a video in the darkness. It kind of looks kind of like Halloweenish. And I just kind of went on a little tirade in a way. I don't know if it was really a true tirade. But I just wanted to say basically that I got it now. I got it now, Jen, that Jen is really right. Before Jen was right, now she is, you are really right. because I should never have read that, because it really kind of threw me a curveball and actually put the fear of God in me for the first time, really, in this whole thing. So I ain't reading that shit no more. I'm not. I'm not going to read. I don't care. They could send me a million things, but I'm not reading that because you are so right. Strength that never ends. So, what is going on? So after I finished that video, I shut down my iPad, and then a thought came into my mind, and I opened my iPad, and then spent the next half hour making a list. The list currently has 33 items on it, and it's sort of like the rule book of all the things that I should and shouldn't do going forward. And I'll either forward you that or read it to you next time we speak. And you could add to that list. And I encourage you. I don't only hope, I encourage you to actually contribute to that list. Because that's going to be, the go-to. And one of those things that's in that list is uh, three sets of people that I am going to not engage with for a variety of reasons. The people whose concerns are really about themselves and not about me. I'm just a tool to satisfy their needs. Of being three examples there being my sister, who wants to feel like she's a doctor; my ex-wife, who wants $4,000, $4,000 from me; and this person Tali, who actually said to me last night, this is really a classic: "You can't die because it'll really make me feel horrible. I wouldn't be able to go on if you died. Do you know how painful it would be for me if you died, Bob? Do you really?" So I'm going like, so I said to her, I go, "How painful it'd be for you? How do you think it's going to be for me? So don't, So I'm disengaging from these three people. I'm not taking their calls or their messages anymore. I don't care. Let them find somebody else that they could bounce off of. Then there's my friend Jonathan, who's a really good guy. I really like this guy, and he's been a great friend for a million years. But he basically was saying that I shouldn't do chemo, radiation, or surgery, and what I should simply do is I should eat kale. I should eat kale. That's it, just kale, and no sugars whatsoever, because cancer likes sugar. So I said, okay, no sugar, cut out all sugar. I go, here's the problem with that: your brain needs sugar more than it needs oxygen. It needs glucose. So how does that work? I kill the cancer, but then my brain stops functioning because I have no glucose to energize it. So I'm not really particular interested in just eating kale and cutting out sugar and not doing any of the treatment. So we're going to forego, for the most part, communicating with this person as well. And then the third is just some random people that I've confided to, that are just simply saying, like I mentioned to you yesterday, turmeric and St. John's wort, and you'll be all cured in no time. You'll be cured in no time. Um, so, um, so I'm just gonna, cut them out. I'm sticking with what we discussed. I want to eat healthier because I need my immune system to be at perfect place, and and I need my strength. Well, about halfway through. If I stop talking, I could get to this quicker. Excuse me, as I throw up. Where the hell's my Publix bag? Excuse me a second as I throw up. I promised to throw up off screen, but here's my Publix bag, my good old emergency contingency plan. You know, the sad thing about this, Jen, is that that they expect me to drink a whole nother one in 10 minutes when I get there, and it's already 10 minutes that I've been making this video. So how's that exactly going to work out? So in any case, there has to be a better way. I don't know. I don't know what that is really. But I really think that this is the worst of everything. And I know that maybe by 3 o'clock I'll be back here on the boat, and this will just be a bad memory. Oh, we're getting there, Jen. Yeah. Have I got some funny stories to tell you? I had a really funny thought earlier today about how I could possibly embarrass you, and I guess if TJ's sitting in that doctor's office with me later this week, I can embarrass both of you to a whole new level of embarrassment. Sounds like you're calling me as I'm making this video. Anyway, I will be uploading this to YouTube at some point. You could certainly entertain yourself watching poor little Bob. Oh, by the way, you know, I kind of trimmed my hair a little bit to kind of get rid of some of that Albert Einstein look. Yeah, go to the barber. I know. We'll do this eventually. And the other thing I wanted to mention, it's in that list of mine, and I'll talk to you when I read you the list. But there is one thing that I think I'm going to need over the next phase of my life that I wanted to discuss with you. You know, I might be going out on a limb on this request, but I'll discuss that with you, you know, privately. All right, Jen, we're down to like the last ounce of this. You're really going to enjoy this video. Sorry, I keep belching from just swallowing this nonsense. I mean, it doesn't really taste as bad as I thought it was. You know, I guess the fear of the unknown is really, you know, the truth, and that's what I think you were trying to convey to me last night about not dwelling on Dr. Google and not dwelling on what they're saying. Just wait till they actually say what it is, and then after that you could go, you know, really, fearful, I guess. Well, that's that. Done. Where the hell is the cover for this? Because I don't want the little stuff in the bottom to spill. And that's that, Jen. 12:50. I got to drink another one of these things. I'll speak to you later. I love you. You're number one for me. You are the only one. You always were the only one, and you'll always be the only one. And I cannot do this without you. You have, you know, again, I keep saying this. You have gone above and beyond the call here. I'm so blessed to have you in my life, and I intend to keep our date, October 12th, 2087. Mark that down on your work calendar. I like to see that when you try to scroll to 2087 to mark that date, but mark it because I intend to hold you to it. I love you very much. I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.